All right, we are going to be solving the question above. The question says we should use superposition theorem to find value of what? V naught. And if we are talking about superposition theorem, you already know we are going to be considering one source, switching off all other sources, right? Now, and then we are having 9-volt voltage source, 3-volt voltage source, right? So the first thing we are going to do is to consider 9-volt voltage source and switch off 3-volt voltage source, right? And we are going to be drawing our diagram in this. All right, so here is our diagram. So we have short circuit this 3 volts, and then we are considering 9 volts. All right, and then when we are considering 9 volts, automatically we change this one to V1, but you can use V not 1 if you want to do that. I'm using V1. All right, so V1 is the voltage due to what? Due to 9 volts. And when we are considering 3 volts, we use V2. So V2 will be the voltage due to what? V3. So we can say that V1 and V2 are the voltage due to 9 volts and 3 volts respectively. All right, now we are going to be using nodal analysis here to solve this, and that's why you need to go over the introduction to nodal analysis, super node mesh analysis, and super mesh analysis. We have dealt with that completely on this channel. You can check our playlist. We have series of videos and we have solved series of problems. All right, now, so for us to solve this problem, anytime we have a voltage source, definitely we must have a current that will be delivered by the voltage source. So let's call the current coming here to be I3. You can name it I1 if you want. All right, and the one coming here should be I2, and the one going here should be I1. All right, so I hope you understand this. All right, so now the next thing we are going to do is to apply KCL to this node 1. All right, so we are going to apply KCL to node 1. All right, so if we do that, what is the sum of current that is going into this node is what? I3. So we can therefore say I3 is equals to what? I1 plus what? Plus I2. All right, so we are going to replace this current with what? Voltage over what? Resistor. All right, so for I3, this is our I3. Our I3 is flowing along this branch, right? It's flowing along this branch, and then we have our voltage source to be what? 9 volts, and this place to be what? V1. Now I'm moving from this point to this point, so definitely we are going to be considering 9 volts. We know our current is voltage over resistor, right? And we're having 9 volts and V1 here, so it's going to be 9 minus V1 divided by what? 3. So we're going to have 9 minus V1 all over what? All over 3, which will be equals to I1. I1 is the current that is flowing in this branch. So this is going to be V1 minus what? Don't forget that it was grounded here. So we are supposed to ground this place too as well. Let's ground it. All right, so let's ground it. All right, so that's it. All right, so this is going to be what? It's going to be V1 minus 0 all over 1. That is V1 minus 0 all over 1 plus I2. Our I2 is passing through this branch. It's going to be V1 minus 0, V1 minus 0 all over resistance. and we are having two resistors in what? In series. It's going to be 5 plus 4, which is what? 9. All right, so that's what we are going to have now. This is going to be 9 minus V1 all over 3 equals to V1 minus 0 over 1 is going to give us V1 plus V1 all over what? 9. All right, so we can multiply through by 9. If we multiply through by 9, 3 here 1, 3 in 9 is 3. Then 3 times 9 is 27. Then 3 times V is going to be 3V1 equals to 9 times V1 is going to give us 9V1. And then 9 multiplied by 9, we cancel that plus what? Plus V1. All right, so it means that 27 will be equals to 9V1 plus V1 is 10V1. If this one comes, it's going to change to positive. 10 plus 3 is 13. So 13V1. Divide both sides by 13. So this will go with this. Then V1 will be equals to 27 over 13 volts. So that is what we are going to have for V1. So we are going to consider 3 volts now. And when we consider 3 volts, I'm going to draw our diagram again. And so you can see the diagram now. When we consider 3 volts only now, we have switched off 9 volts. So we apply a short circuit there. You can see straight line. So we are going to solve this now. Now, if we have a voltage source, this is our voltage source, definitely it must deliver current. So the current will be coming in this manner. All right, so let's call this I1. When the current gets to this node, it's going to split into 2. So one will enter into this part, which is I2, and one will enter into this part, which is I3. So again, we are going to apply KCL. So I may not be writing apply KCL at node 2, but you should note that we are going to apply KCL at node 2. All right, so if we apply KCL at node 2, and the sum of current entry is I1, so it shows that I1 will be equals to what? I2 plus what? I3. Right? So what is I1? I1 is the we have V2 and what? 3. So it's going to be 3 minus what? 3 minus V2. So it's going to be 3 minus V2 all over what? All over 1. And 3 minus V2 over 1 is 1. Over 3 minus V2 over 1 is 3 minus V2. Alright, so this will be equals to I2. Our I2 is V2 minus 0 over 3. So that is V2 all over 3 plus I3. I3 is the current that is flowing through this, but it's going to be V2 minus 0 over the total resistor here, which is what? 9. So it's going to be V2 over what? Over 9. So again, if we multiply through by 9, 9 times 3 is 27. So we're going to have 27 minus 9V2 equals to, if we multiply this by 9, that is 3 times this, that is 3V2 plus V2. All right. So this is going to give us 4. If we move this to that side, it's going to become what? It's going to become 13. Right? So it means that 27 will be equals to 13V2. So divide both sides by 13. So V2 will be equals to 27 over 13 volts. All right. So now we can therefore calculate our what? Our V0. So V0 will be equals to what? V0 will be equals to V1 plus what? Plus V2. I hope you know this. All right. So V1 will be equals to V0 will be equals to V1 plus what? V2. All right. So I think Okay, it's better we just write that here. All right, I don't want to clean the board, so I just want everything to be on the board for you guys. All right, so v naught will be equals to v1 plus what, plus v2. And what is our v1? Our v1 is 27 over 13 plus 27 over 13. So 27 plus 27, that's 54. So 54 over 13 volts. So here is the solution to the above question. I hope the question is well simplified. You can comment that in the comment section. And mind you, try and go over our lectures on nodal analysis, mesh analysis. We are going to be using them to solve a lot of questions on superposition theorem. And if peradventure today is your first time of coming across our content, do well to give this video a thumbs up, smash on the notification bell so that anytime we upload a video like this, you'll be the first to receive the notification. And do well to share this uh, lecture with your friend in other institutions and in your various departments over there that might be in need of this. And if you check the description of this channel, you're going to have access to our WhatsApp number and our email address. You can always DM us for private tutoring, for your assignment, for solution to your assignment. If you are struggling with your assignment, you can send them to us. We are going to provide a premium service for you. And if you are having difficulties in understanding any topic aside from superposition theory, anything relating to electrical and electronics engineering, mechanical and civil engineering, you are always welcome into our inbox. We can deliver material well detailed on that particular topic of your interest for you. And don't forget that we have a lot of materials on circuit analysis, which can help you in your various institutions to pass exams such as GATE, FE, PE, and so on and so forth. So stay tuned for more. Thank you.